made the decision to leave and go where the streets were paved with gold. But the car was stolen outside St. Paul, Minnesota. So we rented a room from some big old fat lady and celebrated by drinking ourselves stupid. Sometime around 3 or 4 in the morning, I wasn't quite sure at the time, I got a tattoo that said, "Fat is where it's at," across my back. It was a decision that changed my life. So to go along with my new home, my new lifestyle, and my new tattoo, I decided to gain 160 pounds and change my name to Minnesota Fats. Sharky and I drank, we smoked, we killed the big old fat lady and started renting out the house to cheap women of the town.
All right, let's get this started.
Now tell me, how many men have you been with in the last month?
None.
Oh, you know what? The room's rented. I'm sorry. Next. Next, honey. Yeah, that's right.
Go get the door, Jasmine. Get her.
All right. Hey, you know how pretty that thing. How many men have you been with in the last month?
Well, I was putting matches on my headboard to keep track, but the axe blade went dull and,
Ding, ding.
Your mother.
I continue to spend most of my time playing pool, making money, and spending even more. At this time, I met my first real love, Virginia DeBrief. Oh, is she pretty. I met her at the local shopping spit. We both reached for the same can of flaming hog balls at the same time. I used to snack on them between pool games. She used to put them on the back porch to keep away stray cats and homosexuals. Our first date was a time I'll never forget. I stomped her silly at pool, and then we made sweet nookie. We did.
He wouldn't let go of my hand, so I agreed to go out with him. They wasn't much special. I kicked his ass at pool. He put some cheap moves on me that I rejected.
Quite some time. I was so happy I almost forgot the National Pool Championships were coming up. Virginia and I used to spend our time playing pool, sipping cheap malt liquor, playing pool, making sweet nookie, and playing pool. But unfortunately, I don't think I was playing enough pool because I lost the pool championships to my most hated of arch nemesis, Tennessee Slim.
Get this shot, I wouldn't have done it.
You ain't gonna make nothing. You lousy, no good son of a Frenchman.
Aren't you French?
Shut up and make your shot. I couldn't even make love to Virginia for what seemed like an eternity, but was actually just about 25 minutes. But I vowed that I would beat that bastard next year, and I did. Wrote both his names 2 days before the tournament, and I kicked his crutched butt. I was so content. I kicked his butt fair and... Well, I kicked his butt. But much to my dismay, Virginia, feeling for his plight, flew to his aid. They were married some time after that. But Tennessee was never quite the pool player after that happened.
Hey, that brings you, you're pretty.
You shouldn't have kicked that poor Slim in the shin.
Well, tough.
Oh, look, there he is now. Oh, Slim, you looking so masculine.
Dottie and I, to celebrate my victory, went to the local pool hall and drank till we forgot our names. Come to think of it, I still can't remember what my real name is, but I digest. That's when I was about to meet my future wife, Winona Etch. Maybe it was the bad lighting, maybe it was the fact I had enough Jack Daniels in my system to kill a horse, or maybe it was the seductive way that she ate bear nuts out of an old ashtray. Ooh, that really stewed my tomatoes. Her said something real smooth, and so she was on me like fish on cornbread. So that's how I began my life, my 12 years of marital imprisonment. I mean, bliss. I won a few more championships, made some more money, a lot of money, enough money to fill a room, a big room with a donkey in it, a donkey named Tito. The next few years went by in kind of an alcoholic haze. What I'm told, I even had a couple of kids. I don't recall their names right now, but I do know they're in prison for trying to assassinate Scott Baio.
So the Fats tells us you're his children.
You found him?
Well, we like to think we're adopted.
So is Minnesota Fats a good father?
I wouldn't say good. I wouldn't say father either. He's just a normal guy who asks for money and makes us promises not to tell Mama.
Were you ever proud of your father?
Oh, heck yeah. He could kick a poodle a good 40 yards in his day.
Wave of fame, I decided to go into my second love, making music. I cut my first album in 1969. It was called Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young, and Fats Sing Their Hits. I neglected to mention on the album cover that Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young wouldn't even return my phone calls. I spent a lot of that year in court. During that time, Winona and I grew apart and had to divorce. She got the house, the car, all the money, well, the $37.25 I had in my wallet at the time, the kids, all my body hair, and most of my self-esteem. No, but that woman loved me.
I'll hate him till the day he dies. Our marriage was a sham. I'm not even sure if our children were mine.
Sure, she admit I was one Casablanca.
I was 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and then he was on the floor like an Alabama jacket.
You suck, you big fat piece of crap. Why are you even here? Because I've got nowhere else to go. I was back on top. I even won the full championship that year.
Well, technically, I suppose he could say that he won. It was the biggest prize we ever offered. $1 million. All that I remember about Minnesota's Fats is he came in with some guy, Carpy, Bassy, Billy, I forget. All that I remember is an overpowering stench, and then me, hitting the floor. When I came to, everyone had left. The trophy, the money, the salad bar, the petting zoo, and my watch had mysteriously disappeared. They declared Fats the winner by default. There was this big fat lady running around asking me about some fat drunk. Well, I connected fat and Fats, and I told her everything I knew. Suddenly she went screaming out of the pool hall, yelling something about alimony and back hair.
I ran into Tennessee Slim a couple more times, and we eventually buried the hatchet.
You! Fuck! Get the hell off my property, Fat! Shut up! You and you, shut up! Shut up!
What with all the money I got from winning the prize championship, I decided to write a book. Well, I decided to talk while someone else wrote a book. It's hard to type when there's many, many different types of alcohol racing through your system. It was about 500 pages. 450 of them donated to the Curse of the 12 Ball. And here's the only tip you're going to get from Minnesota Fats. Well, without buying the book. The 12 Ball, it's cursed. It was sent to Earth by Satan. It does not obey the laws of physics. You gotta trick it. You gotta sneak up on it and lure it into the hole with Twinkies.
Fats, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I just don't know. A gigantic success. I decided to go on a speaking and lecturing tour. Oh wait, that's what happened in my delusional mind. Actually, the book bombed. It sold pretty well in St. Paul and, of course, Albuquerque, but it didn't sell no copies nowhere else. It was pretty horrible. It was about this time I fell on hard times and began snorting coke. Damn, them bubbles hurt. Skilless and hairless, I was forced being penniless, skillless, and hairless, I was forced to take the first real job of my entire life.
What the hell are you doing?
Leave me alone! I would work, I would drink, I would snort coke. And it's about this time that wretched sow Winona landed me in prison. She took me to court for back alimony, back child support, and back hair. So anyway, like I said, I landed myself in the St. Paul Penitentiary. After my debt to society and my debt to Winona was paid, I left that horrible place, and outside was Sharky, waiting for me. He ran up to me, cried, and consoled me.
I didn't console old sons of fun. Truth be told, I gave him up for dead years ago. I was walking by a prison, and all of a sudden I saw this angel. This big, fat angel running towards me. Turned out to be Daddy.
You see me as I am today, happy and content with my life, living day to day off of Social Security and blood donations. I spend my days playing pool, drunk off my behind, but still beating everyone that comes to my table. But I leave you with the best advice an old fat man can give the younger generation. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with malt liquor.
Fats, you is a dumb bastard, I tell you what.
Oh. Why, God? Why?
Because I can.
Really? Can I win the lottery?
No.
God dang.
I heard that.